So guys, welcome back to Comic Book Cafe. Before I can, do a review for Deathstroke Annual 1, I gotta do one for Deathstroke Volume 3, Issue 8, which of course came out, about more or less almost 2 weeks ago. And I'm trying to get to at least a comic book video up every day. I kind of haven't had any for a couple days, but let's get it started with this. So Deathstroke, Volume 3, Issue 8 continues where Volume 7 left off. So Deathstroke was given a sword to basically kill the god, was it Lapetus? I think his name, Lapetus. Got a sword to go kill him. So he goes to where the Amazons live at, and he goes to find the guy where he's supposed to be. He's not there. He finds a statue, and with the impulse because of the sword, he, thrashes the statue. By thrashing the statue, he actually unleashes the god he's supposed to kill. So now we have Wonder Woman, of course, because of what he did. She knows what he did. They're mad, angry. Obviously, sees the princess, tries to guard everybody there. And she starts thrashing. They start fighting. And she goes, you know what he did? And he immediately, Deathstroke's me like, I screwed up. She goes, you didn't destroy any regular statue. That house, Olympus, and you released him. Unleashed him, and he's going to kill everybody. You basically caused Armageddon. You caused all the Amazons to their death because of this. And that's where Deathstroke gets into it. He was hired to kill him by Hades, whatever, and that so he's still got a mission to kill him. That's what he's hired to do. And he mentions by talking that the sword seemed like the impulse because the sword. It seemed like the sword was guiding him to do this. That it was almost like it had its own agenda outside of his, and it wanted him to break the statue and obviously unleash the god. So as they're fighting, Wonder Woman eventually gets the lasso around him, tell the truth, which he knew wasn't lying anyway. And was it Hesha shows up? Was it Hessi? It's the girl he has a past with. On Amazon, I guess he has some kind of past with. And he wants to talk to her, but Wonder Woman won't let him really talk to her. And he's like, no, I got a mission to do. I'm going to kill this god. She's like, you don't have much luck of killing this god, let alone, killing the person who gave you the sword. And you can see the sword turns into what it wants to, because at one point it turns in from a sword to another kind of weapon, so he can make it whatever he needs it to be. And she basically says, she eventually convinces Wonder Woman, hey, okay, you can go with me, or you can die trying to save us by killing this guy. And she also goes to detail how they spread his body parts across the island. And as they're talking, you see the thing getting all these parts back. At the very end of the book, of course, Lapetus shows up where they're at, and says he's gonna, basically kill every Amazon, and that's how he ended. Again, all a good setup for the Annual 1. It increases the story because you get to hear how dire the Amazons feel about this guy being unleashed, and how they feel it's doomsday, how he's going to kill them all, and there's nothing they feel they can do about it, even though obviously Wonder Woman's going to fight to the death. And it is funny near the end of the book where he doesn't call her Wonder Woman, and she's like, if you call me anything besides Wonder Woman again, I'm going to kill you. So she clearly doesn't like Deathstroke because he's a mercenary, obviously, for hire, for what people want him to do. And so, and at the same time, they were able to show that Deathstroke's not necessarily a bad person, but he does what he's paid to do. And he's hired to kill this god, and he's going to kill this god, or at least die trying to kill this god, because he's got the weapon, he feels he can do it. So, a really good book overall. Great continuation of the story. Great, artwork in this book. I actually like the writing. It's not necessarily to have read the other issues to jump into this, but at the same time, if you want to see the full story, how he got the sword, why he's going after this god, and how he ended up there, you may want to read it, but there's nothing here where you can read it and enjoy what's going on in the future. Like, you can read this issue, and you can go in the future and be fine. But if you want to know the whole story, the whole arc, then you would read the past issues. Overall, I enjoyed this book. If you're a fan of Wonder Woman, or maybe you're looking for a different type of DC character to read, then Deathstroke could be that character for you. Because he is very limpid and funny at times, but yet very serious, and yet he's a mercenary. So he does the jobs. he's paid to do jobs, and sometimes maybe jobs he might not necessarily agree with, but he's paid to do them and he does them. And he's not all bad either. Like, if you want a guy who's skirts the bad and good, this is that character. Anyway, guys, love to hear your guys' opinions on Deathstroke Volume 3, Issue 8. The continuation of the God Killer, basically, storyline. Love to hear your guys' opinions, and I will do another review soon. Later.